Okay, everybody, so what I'm going to show you today is my method of earning somewhat infinite caps and somewhat infinite gear. Alright, the important thing here is that you have to understand, it's not a cheat, it's not a hack, and this is basically what you do. I like to call this bad boy death drop. I mean, it's simple, put a little bit of work into it, and you just get all kinds of free gear. Now, the one thing to remember is that you have to have the mats available to start building this thing. If you don't, you can start off small and work your way big, right? So you have to have copper, you have to have gears, you have to have screws, you have to have caps, you have to have concrete, you have to have steel, which, those things aren't that difficult to come by. If you've been playing the game, you probably have a decent little stash set aside for that already. So here you can see how this works. I've got a little death claw down there. Help me out. I purposefully put that lower row there so that some of them would survive, because when I jump down there, you'll be able to see that my sleeping people have beds right beside this area. Have beds right beside the death drop. And they can shoot at these people because I have the walls that have the screens in them. Very fortunate for my settlers that those screens can't be pushed in. But as you can see, there are the screens, there's the beds. They can witness all this glory and massive death and all these dead people just sitting here. And right there's a settler outside just shooting at these people. Look, there's a settler inside the damn thing. I mean, how the hell did he get in there? I have no idea. I don't care. He's helping kill the stuff. This guy's invisible. My death clock is here, but I sure the hell can't. But watch this shit. Yep. There you go. BAM! Yep. Took that guy out. Blew him all over the fucking place. Yep. One of the reasons I love this game, I've been playing Fallout since the very first one. Which, if you haven't played that, you'll understand, the pain and struggle of a fucking water purifying chip completely ruining your game. But, it was worth the play again. So what I have here is Cleo, because Cleo is the sexiest fucking bot in the game. I swear, I would marry Cleo if she were a real robot. Well, let's not go there. But anyways, what I'm showing you here is the potential to make a shit ton of caps. This right here is my big fucking death drop and maybe about 3 of my smaller death drops. 127,000 cap potential right there. Pretty easy, pretty fast. Alright everyone, so right here I'm going to show you in fast time how to make one of these. It's not that hard, just follow along, you'll see what I'm doing. It's important to go down 2 stages with the steps. You'll see why later. Alright, so you're going to see that I have a little bit of an OCD issue here with setting up my cages. They don't have to be perfect. Set them up however you like. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple tips that I have. There's not that many, but they're kind of important. So the first tip is you must loot first and repair later because bodies will disappear. It's probably a good idea to keep track of how many resources you have, and one of the easiest ways to do that is to open your build menu and find an item that has that resource, such as copper. Look at the lights, you know how many copper pieces you have. Now, speaking of copper, that's going to be one of the resources that you need a lot of to make this work. So you can go ahead and find shipments of copper from Arturo in Diamond City and Cleo in Good Neighbor.
Arturo, everything I got will keep you safe.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Something for
So while I was working on this video, I ended up finding a better way to set up, and I ended up tearing down my original, yeah, I know, it was sweet, but I tore it down anyways, my original death drop, and ended up making a very long one. I found out while doing this that there's a better way to repair it, and that is also the reason that I mentioned earlier that you should go down a couple steps so that you had plenty of area above you to work with. So, you remember all those crappy pipe pistols and pipe rifles that you got in the beginning of the game? Well, it turns out if you have the scrapper perk, you can actually break those down into some pretty good parts like copper, which you definitely need a lot of, aluminum, all kinds of other goodies. And my final tip for you is going to be a simple one. It is safety first. Alright, so I'm glad that you took the time to go ahead and watch my video. I hope that you found some useful information in it and build your own system for grinding these caps. If you have a method that's similar to this, feel free to go ahead and do a video comment so that other people can enjoy it. And if you liked any of the music in my videos, you can find them on Spotify under artist name VfishV. I'm currently working on a few more videos and I should have them up soon, so make sure to subscribe and check back later. This is VfishV, and I'm signing out.
Your search is at an